Hi, I'm Tu Win, a registered dietitian nutritionist on the Healthy Living team at Giant Food. This video is all about knowing exactly where does my food come from and the connection between buying local and our health. Although we are focusing today on shopping and eating local, our team is here to support you in whatever your health goals may be: managing diabetes, maintaining heart health, eating on a budget, or maybe just ways to try something new. We offer a wide variety of services that you can access on giantfood.com/healthy living. Okay, let's get started. Before we begin, here are a couple things to keep in mind. Remember that the term local is relative. It's based on your location. Giant Food is proud to be a local food retailer to serve the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware areas. In this class, we'll be talking about local as it pertains to these areas. But again, shopping and eating local, no matter where you are, is beneficial to you, your local economy, and the environment. Next, we're only touching the surface of the question, where does my food come from today? There's so much more to the story behind your food. So if you are looking to dig deeper, be sure to do your own research on your favorite food brands. And of course, as we say in all our classes, small steps add up to giant rewards. So focus on what you can control and support shopping and eating local, however best fits your lifestyle and goals. All right, so let's get into it. Why does choosing local matter? Shopping local helps to support our local economies. When we buy products that come from our local farmers and stores, we're able to keep that money within our communities and help to financially flourish and strengthen it. Supporting local businesses helps to create and foster more jobs for community members, invests in our communities, and encourages local prosperity. Not to mention, local purchases help to create a sense of community and connection. Choosing local can also mean making healthier choices for both you and the planet. Although local products does not necessarily mean healthier products, local produce definitely does. We'll talk all about this later in this class. But shopping local is also a healthier choice for our planet. We will talk a lot about this in our on demand sustainability class. So make sure that you watch that class if you need a deeper dive. But in general, local products use less transportation to get to their destinations and can cut down substantially on greenhouse gas emissions. Many local producers are also invested in their land and community, ensuring that they utilize sustainable practices to create their products. Again, this is where doing your own research is so important. And lastly, choosing local is a great way to try something new. Our Healthy Living team is always encouraging trying new things to add more variety and excitement to our diets. Branching out and trying a new local product that you typically never would have tried is a great way to try something new and support a local business. Stay tuned. We'll have plenty of local products that you can add to your cart and to try out. So, I have a question for you all. How many times have you walked into a grocery store, picked up your groceries, checked out, and just went about your day? How often do you actually think, where did this come from? How did it get from its original source to my kitchen? Children are very good at questioning where everything comes from. So, channeling this childlike curiosity when it comes to food is such a great way to really think about our food, what it took to get from point A to point B, and to truly appreciate the final product. And if you have little ones, this curiosity is actually a really great way to get them to try something. So, first, let's talk about produce. This is a healthy living class after all. We can all imagine those traditional farms that our fruits and veggies may be coming from: rolling hills, strawberry patches, apple trees. It's great to think about this as you're adding your produce items to your cart. And fun fact, did you know that the last person to touch your strawberries is the harvester who put them in the container? But farms really have evolved in their farming practices, and they might not be that traditional farm that you're thinking of anymore. Take our friends at Bright Farms in Elkwood, Virginia. You may have seen their salad kits in the refrigerated section at Giant. They grow their salad greens indoors in greenhouses using less space and no pesticides. And they tout that their greens get from farm to shelf in less than a day. Next, we have Rosetta Farm in Moncton, Maryland. This family farm raises Black Angus bulls that are grass fed and grain finished, never fed growth hormones or antibiotics. And besides their delicious beef products, our team's favorite part of their story is their sustainability efforts. Establishing practices like rotational grazing to lessen erosion, preventing water runoff into our local waterways and the Chesapeake Bay, and using solar power for their entire farm, Rosetta is truly doing their part to protect our planet. Find their beef products in the meat section or the freezer section at Giant. Now, let's move away from the farms and talk about other local products and where they come from. If you're native to the DC area, you know Ben's Chili Bowl. Founded by Ben and Virginia Ali in 1958, Ben's Chili Bowl is an iconic local staple known for their chili, half smokes, and burgers. We interviewed Virginia in one of our Healthy Living by Giant podcasts, so be sure to listen to that episode for a deeper dive into their story. It's a great story. I'll link that below in the video description. I'll give you a preview though. Ben's Chili Bowl has served former President Barack Obama, Martin Luther King Jr., and donated food during the March on Washington. And now you can even purchase Ben's half smokes and chili at Giant. Next up, Rise Up Coffee, an Eastern Shore, Maryland original. This here is Rise Up's roasting facility in Easton, Maryland, the origin of every cup of coffee you'll ever get from Rise Up, whether it's from their 11 locations or their coffee sold at Giant. Their coffee is organic and certified fair trade, meaning it is produced in a way that ensures fair wages for workers, safe working conditions, and sustainable practices. All right, now that we know where our favorite local products come from, let's switch gears and talk about the local health connection. Like we said before, local products don't necessarily mean healthier products, but local produce definitely does. As soon as a fruit or vegetable is harvested, they start to lose their nutrients. The great thing about local produce is that it is harvested at peak ripeness and takes less time to get from farm to table. This means they're able to retain more vitamins and minerals by the time they get onto our plates. So, the more we can purchase fruits and vegetables from our local farmers, not only can we support our local ecosystem and protect our planet, we can also be sure that we are fueling our bodies with the most nutrient dense produce out there. We said that local doesn't necessarily mean healthy, so what does healthy mean? When it comes to eating healthy, the easiest way to achieve this is by eating a well balanced diet. A well balanced diet means you are getting all the nutrients that you need in the appropriate portions, and the easiest way to achieve balance is to follow my plate. So every time you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, aim for your plate to look like my plate, which is shown right here. Fill your plate with half plate fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables provide us with many key vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that fight disease, support a healthy immune system, supports good gut health, reduces inflammation, and supports healthy growth. So whether it's fresh, frozen, or canned, it all counts. And remember, local produce will have more of those nutrients. Next, focus on a quarter plate high fiber grains and starches. This includes your whole grains, potatoes, and corn. Fiber keeps us feeling full and satisfied, in addition to those gut health benefits. And keeping to that quarter plate will ensure you're getting the health benefits in the correct portions. And last, a quarter plate lean protein to help heal and repair your body. Lean protein can be 90% lean ground beef, poultry, and fish. Plant-based proteins are great options as they are lean sources, meaning they don't contain saturated fats that promote disease. And some great choices for plant proteins can include beans, legumes, soy, nuts, and seeds. Including dairy in the diet is also an easy way to get other key nutrients that our body needs, such as calcium and vitamin D. It's also a great way to get gut healthy probiotics. Of course, you can get calcium, vitamin D, and probiotics from other food sources as well. So don't think you need to incorporate dairy if you aren't already consuming it. So, like I said before, small steps really lead to giant rewards. So, whatever part of my plate you can substitute every now and then with a local produce will truly make a difference. Before we move on to all the awesome local products that you can find at Giant, a word on the word organic. The term organic is an agricultural designation that dictates how produce should be grown, and most of it not readily apparent at first glance. Certified organic food, according to the USDA, must be produced without the use of conventional pesticides, petroleum or sewage based fertilizers, herbicides, genetic engineering, antibiotics, growth hormones, or irrigation. To use this label, farmers must pay a fee, document their processes, and get inspected every year. Organic farming makes up a small share of U.S. farmland overall. There were 5 million certified organic acres of farmland in 2016, representing less than 1% of the 911 million acres of total farmland nationwide. California had by far the most certified organic farms in 2016 and represented 21% of all U.S. certified organic land. Now, many small farmers follow organic processes, but they don't have the ability to pay the fees to obtain that organic label. So, again, do your research. Now, as shoppers become more concerned with their health and the health of the planet, a lot of attention has been shifted towards organic products. So, let's take a few minutes to discuss the role organic plays in both. When it comes to nutrition, current research shows us that the nutritional difference between conventional and organic is very slim. In fact, the nutritional differences are more likely related to the distance between vine and table rather than the actual produce item. Organic products are often thought of as using no pesticides. In fact, like their conventional siblings, they do. There are 11 approved pesticides for organic. The pesticide residues found on both conventional and organic produce are at extremely safe levels. And when it comes to world health, the practices used by organic growers are indeed good for the planet. The good news, most traditional farms use many of the same practices, but aren't 100% compliant with the regulations. Maybe they use GMO seeds, or they cannot afford the USDA designation, like we mentioned before, but they're still doing their part. So, all in all, whether you choose organic or not, both of them are good choices. All right, now let's talk products. Local products are a great way to support local businesses and try something new. So, next time you're at Giant, add one of these to your cart. First up, products made in Washington, D.C. Mocktail Club is a woman founded company that features better for you non alcoholic beverages for the sober, curious, and mindful drinkers, with the added benefits of prebiotics and antioxidants. Not only do they use sustainable packaging, 1% of their sales goes to supporting clean water access globally. Try their exotic flavors like Capri Spritz, Manhattan Berry, and Bombay Fire. All receive one guiding star, so you know it's a better for you option. Next, we have Kava. You may be surprised to find out that Kava is actually a local fast casual restaurant chain. Known for their Mediterranean meal experience, Kava is also a friend to the community. As part of their Community Days program, every new Kava restaurant celebrates by inviting its new neighbors for a free meal and matches donations guests make to local food banks or organizations up to $1,000. Their products can also be found at your local Giant. Try their traditional hummus tzatziki and spicy hummus. Find it in the refrigerated dips section. Next, we have veggie confetti. Amp up any dish with local veggie confetti. Convenient, ready to use pickled veggies like cabbage, jalapenos, carrots, and onions add more colors and nutrients. Vegetables and flavor to dishes like eggs, tacos, salads, and toast. And then we have Capital City Mambo Sauce. Capital City is a minority family owned company owned by Charles and Arsha Jones. Arsha was born and raised in Washington, D.C., and began to miss this sauce she grew up with when she moved to the suburbs and wanted to give her family a real taste of D.C. Mambo sauce, which is a sweet, sticky, and tangy chicken wing condiment created and offered only in the D.C. area. If you haven't tried the authentic DC flavor, now's the time. And Mason Dixie biscuits. Woman founded Mason Dixie biscuits are scratch made comfort food made from the simplest, freshest, and best tasting ingredients, then frozen to lock in all the goodness without any additives or preservatives. Find it in the freezer section at Giant. I do want to take an opportunity to highlight our local artist bags. Each year, Giant features local artists from DC, Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware to design a reusable bag. $1 from every bag purchased benefits a local nonprofit. So in 2025, our DC local artist is Duji Charmant, an indigenous Haitian artist, and Sarah Condera, a French Ethiopian artist who have been creating captivating artwork for over a decade. Their collaboration has spanned duo exhibitions, book illustrations, and now stunning bag creations. Both artists share a fascination with colors, abstract forms, spirals, and people, which is reflected in their vibrant and expressive works. Their art, showcased in galleries worldwide, embodies love, passion, self discovery, and living in the moment. When not creating, they enjoy dancing, drinking coffee, and exploring new places. When you purchase their bag, proceeds will go to the African Peach Arts Coalition, a nonprofit organization on a mission to bridge cultures, heal, inform, and empower through art. Next up, Maryland. First, we have Michelle's Granola. Handmade from scratch and packaged with love in our Maryland kitchen, this woman founded company prides themselves for simple and wholesome granola and donates 1% of all sales to organizations that are leading the way towards a healthier, more equitable food system. Next, Lido pizza sauce. If you're from Maryland, you know Lido pizza is as local as you can get. Not only can you buy their pizza right at Giant, but you can now purchase their tomato sauce to make your own pizza creations at home. Otterbine's cookies. These crispy, buttery cookies were founded in Baltimore, Maryland by Adam Otterbine, who started a little bakery near Fort McHenry in 1881. And Half Loaf Bread Co. Produced by Uptown Bakers, Half Loaf Bread Co. was created for when you want a really great bread, but not a lot of it. Each loaf is hand shaped and freshly baked by artisan bakers. Now we have Maryland's Artist Bag, which features local artist Jana Morton, an award winning artist known for creating vibrant illustrations that explore themes of nature, inclusivity, overlooked beauty, grief, and joy. Her art can be seen on everything from newspapers to products to podcasts. Recently, she celebrated the release of her first illustrated picture book, Little People, Big Dreams, published by Quarto Kids by Mae Jameson. Jana is also a born and raised Baltimorean, and some of her fondest early memories include getting to ride in the shopping cart while her parents bought groceries at their local Giant. For this reusable bag design, Jana was inspired by Baltimore album quilts, a distinctive style of quilting that originated in Baltimore in the mid 1800s. Traditionally, each square would contain elaborate appliques of botanicals, landmarks, ships, patriotic symbols, or animals. Here, Jana chose to focus on food and local landmarks from across the great state of Maryland. Proceeds from her bag will go to the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, the largest independent conservation organization dedicated solely to saving the Chesapeake Bay and its waterways by educating, uniting, and inspiring people to take action. Next, Virginia. Shenandoah Spice Company was founded by two young entrepreneurial guys with a love and appreciation for food. The business model was created while floating down the beautiful Shenandoah River in Virginia. They highlight handmade and small batch spice blends. Next, the Perfect Pita. Family owned and operated, the Perfect Pita is based in Springfield, Virginia, where they make homemade pita bread and highly acclaimed hummus using natural and locally grown ingredients. Find their hummus in the refrigerated section at Giant. Next, we have Firehook Crackers, also from Virginia. These artisan baked crackers are perfect for any pairing and any occasion. And then we have Mas Panadas. Founded by Margarita Womack, Mas Panadas was created as a quick food option for busy customers. Their mission? To make real food to fuel real life in the fast lane. Next, Logan Sausage. Logan Sausage Company has been a family owned and operated business since its founding by Cliff and Bonnie Logan in 1987 in Alexandria, Virginia. Find Logan Sausage in the meat department at Giant. And our Virginia local artist is Eric E. Money Dolgas, a painter, illustrator, animator, and muralist from Northern Virginia. His creative process was previously featured on a commercial for the Viceland TV channel. He animated Action Bronson's Hopeless Romantic music video and Sunny Jim's Chun King music video. E Money provided all the artwork for the Alchemist's Food Villain project. He was also the longest tenured illustrator at District Frey magazine, where he specialized in interactive art. He has previously illustrated beer labels for Potter's Craft Cider, Mirage Beer, and other half brewery. He has created murals for Songbird, Exiles Bar, United Frey, and Scramble Parkour. E-Money participated in DC Walls in 2022 and 2024 and is a three-time participant and two-time champion of the Secret Walls drawing battle. His local charity, Workhouse Art Center, a foundation that helps to grow and support a vibrant arts center that offers engaging opportunities and inspiring experiences in visual and performing arts, education classes, historical perspective, community engagement, and personal enrichment. And last but not least, Delaware. From Evans Farm in Bridgeville, Delaware comes the Frozen Farmer. Ice cream and sorbet made with fresh fruit from Evans Farm, using perfectly imperfect produce that otherwise would have been wasted and discarded just because it was too ugly. Talk about sustainability and a delicious way to cut down on food waste. Find it in the freezer section at Giant. And our Delaware artist is Brittany Coleman, an American illustrator and surface designer based in the vibrant state of Delaware. She brings forth a world of creativity and charm. Her mesmerizing nature inspired illustrations are not just mere artworks, they are a vivid reflection of her passion and dedication. With the palette rich in color and designs infused with heart and soul, Brittany's illustrations go beyond aesthetics. Each piece is meticulously crafted with the intention of not just capturing nature's beauty, but also of spreading boundless joy and inspiration. Proceeds from her bag will go to Focusing on Families, an organization that offers quality and comprehensive programs designed to improve individual family members as well as strengthen family dynamics. Local products are great, and don't forget that you can incorporate them in your everyday cooking. like this Bright Farms red, white, and berry salad, perfect for these summer months. Check out the description below for more local inspired recipes. Our Giant app can help you in your local health connection. Download our app and simply click that local icon. You'll get all the products we have from our local partners. And while you're there, you'll want to make sure you create a digital account. Creating an account allows you to start using flexible rewards, which is our loyalty program that helps save you even more money. This concludes our Where Does My Food Come From? The Local Health Connection webinar. Thank you for trusting the Giant Food Healthy Living team in your journey to better health. I hope you feel inspired to try something new and support a local business. Although our time is over today, I invite you to check out our other recorded classes, which cover a wide range of topics, including heart health, brain health, healthy eating, and so much more. Today's video is your first step. Your next step is to utilize the resources provided in the notes below, where you'll find more resources on eating and shopping sustainably, including recipe links and other information, which will support everything you've learned today. There's even an option to email us with questions, schedule a store tour, or follow up on social media for daily tips and inspiration on a wide variety of healthy living topics. I invite you to stay connected. We offer a wide variety of free services, including store tours, webinars, cook-alongs, and more, all of which you can access on giantfood.com/healthyliving or in the notes section of this video. We've taken the philosophy that health is for everyone. It's the little things we do every day that add up. So start today, start small or big, just start. Thanks again, reach out with any questions, and most of all, stay